Yo, welcome back to another video on the channel. Anyways, today's topic of discussion that I wanted to talk about was just my own personal experiences in high school. Anyways, I don't think I need to tell you that high school isn't necessarily the best time in most people's lives, although when it is, we have a word for that, or a term for that I should say, that being peaked in high school, and considering the fact that most people use that as an insult, it's typically not something great. That being said, I know that high school can be a fun time for some people, but for me, it was not. Not in the slightest. Anyways, some reasons for that was the persistent fights. I don't think I need to mention that fighting can be chaotic, and the people all around are mostly the reasons for that. It's not even really the people that get into the fights that caused all the ruckus. It's the people that go running like lemmings off a cliff in order to go watch, record, get involved in, generally just be around a fight. It's like the culture behind that is so weirdly, like, parasocial is not the right word, but obsessive, I should say. It's strange seeing all these people, rush forward to see something pretty mediocre. I mean, personally, I don't really get excited when I see children beating the shit out of each other. And even then, they don't really do that either. Because, they don't know how to fight, so what's there to watch? It's like just a bunch of shitty little punches thrown out until eventually they get stopped by a teacher within the first minute or so. It's just boring stuff, but I suppose anything's more entertaining than school normally. That being said, high school also kind of sucked because the teachers weren't really entertaining. Learning wasn't really entertaining. I mean, I did have a physics teacher, which I liked going to. I liked his classes a lot. That being said, that's the second thing that I'm going into. That class was... Okay, to put it into perspective, I was one of those gifted kids that would have, the higher level classes. And basically, this was a physics class that I went to the normal level, more so, I should say, because to put it bluntly, I didn't want to have to go through a college-level physics course. I thought that would be too much, and I heard that it would be too much. But regardless of that, I went to the normal physics class. And there, granted, I did have some friends there, too, but for the most part, that was certainly something. The teacher oftentimes would get a lot of disrespect, even though he was a good guy. There was this one particular fat kid. I mean, to be honest, I'm not that, skinny myself. But, when I say, a fat kid, I mean, this dude was, a solid 300 pounds. So, I think I'm safe to call him a fat kid. Regardless of that, he wasn't the worst of the worst, arguably, I'd say. But it was annoying. That being said, a lot of the kids in my school were, the wannabe gangster types. If you know, you know. These people, they would act all tough. They would say the N-word because apparently that makes you more gangster. And more specifically, there was a specific archetype that I could point to. And honestly, let's just say that I wouldn't be surprised if there was a cloning lab or if the devs got, lazy and decided to reuse assets. It's there was metric tons of these same kids that had the friggin' either white or black shirt, sagging shorts, either a hat or that fucking Edgar cut. It looks like someone put a mop on their head. That, and to top it all off, almost all of them had a rosary around their neck as if they even knew what the hell that was for. Needless to say, they were all the same, dude. It's you would talk to one of them, they would talk about the same shit, they would talk the same, look the same, act the same, and it's you really gotta wonder if these people are even really individuals, or if you stumble across some sort of eldritch hive mind. Well, anyways, another archetype that I hated was how do I put it? To put this into context, I'm Hispanic, so what I'm about to say isn't like way out of line, but there was these like kids in my school, specifically in my Spanish class and in a lot of my other classes, whose entire personality was what I could call the three T's. That being tacos, tajin, and takis. Those three things, those three T's, is all I ever heard from these people's mouths. It's like, I'm Hispanic, my family's Hispanic, some of my friends were Hispanic, and yet we didn't talk about that the same amount as these people did. It's like, besides that in TikTok, I well and truly don't think these people had personalities. I would have to sit like hours around these people, and that's all I heard, man. I really don't want to sound racist. Well, I mean, how could I? I'm Hispanic after all. But, like, legitimately, it's like their only dialogue option. Like, dude, I would talk to other Hispanic people, and they'd be pretty normal. I mean, I know a lot of them. The majority of people that I know are Hispanic. And it's like, they don't need to constantly be reaffirming that they are by exclusively talking about the most stereotypical shit ever. Regardless of that, it kind of pisses me off to a certain degree because, I don't know, spreading stereotypes by essentially only exclusively speaking about that sort of stuff, and TikTok, because, you know, you gotta include TikTok nowadays, or even then back then, which was like a couple years ago now. And so when I arrived at college, the culture shock was immense. I mean, the first time that I got to college, like, I was absolutely shocked to, well, more so shocked to not hear the N-word, because back in high school, I would hear that word be tossed around like every 20 seconds or so. Keep in mind, the majority of my classmates weren't even black, so most of the time I would hear N-words from like other Hispanics, or even sometimes white dudes, but like very rarely I would hear it from black dudes just because there wasn't many. That being said, in college, now that I'm going to college, I have heard that word like once. I've legitimately heard more people talk about games that I'm into or nerdy stuff that I'm into more than I've heard that word, and I am very actually thankful for that. It's like surprisingly PG, considering all the movies depict college as like some party-infested hellhole. And while it might be like that for other people, personally, it's not for me. I'm thankful for that. And like, it's just a much better experience, in my opinion, of course. Although I'm pretty sure all that comes down to the fact that, you know, you can't really be goofing off and all that when you were literally paying to be there. Anyways, that's just one I wanted to get off my mind right now, to recall some of my experiences from the not so good old days. But that being said, thank you for watching. It'd mean a lot if you could hit the like, comment, and subscribe buttons. That'd be much appreciated. Anyways, I'll be sure to make more stuff soon. Getting started, kind of been struggling with finding ideas, you know. But I got stuff to talk about. But wanted to do something lighter today. Thank you very much for watching to the end, if you did so. And I will see you guys later. Anyways, see ya.